are not talking about you because they think you couldn't do it. They're talking about you because they knew you could. You see, the world is filled not just with jealous people, but with haters. Right? Jealous people are mad because jealous people want what you got. You know, haters is something else. They're a whole different species, right? The hater wants you to not have it. The hater is mad that you got it. They're not just that they want it, they mad that you got it. And the hater sees talent in you that you don't even see in yourself.
Yeah.
And they want to extinguish it before. The reason Black boys and girls from the moment we're in first grade get attacked and get the life beaten out of us, the reason schools telling us that we're not smart enough is not because they think Black children don't have the possibility of being great. It's because they know that we do. It's like when you walk in feeling good, looking good, got your hair done, your new glasses on, they be like, oh shit, she thinks she cute. They don't say that. They only say that when they think you cute.
Yes.
Right?
So they know you popping.
Exactly. And so there's a way that the world sees something and they want to beat it out of you before you can recognize it in yourself, right? They said Black people were lazy but made us slaves. They said we were dirty but had them clean their houses. They said we were uncivilized yet we raised their children. They know who we are. And the moment we know who we are, we're going to be fine. And so I got up off that couch, that ground, not that day, but soon after. I made my way back to Philly. I worked a bunch of jobs, went to school a bunch of ways. And I eventually got back to school and eventually got back on track. And I asked, before I left though, I asked him, but where do I go? He said, home. Now, home might be your mama's house, might be your grandmama's house, might be your homie's house. James Baldwin and Giovanni Dream said, perhaps home is not a place, but rather an irrevocable condition. Think about home not as the place where you live. That's the house, right? As Luther's saying, a house is not a home, right? But you got to find a home. Some of y'all have lived in 20 houses and still never found a home.
Yep.
But home is where you're loved. Home is where you're cared for. Home is where you're protected. Home is where people believe in you. Home is where your identity is affirmed. And so you got to keep looking for home. You know, OIC of America is home. Your ally, it might be home. Your neighbor might be home. Your granny might be home. But we got to find home and then go toward it. Because when you get home, that's when you find yourself. That's where you find your joy. That's where you win.